Hello, everyone. Have you heard about the Gary Stein and Stevens Show, an amazing podcast with sports stars, entertainment celebrities, and other great guests? Somebody, one host who has no legs, one host who lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and another host in Minnesota who can never be found. These guys get amazing guests and topics that no other show can provide, exclusively on your home TV and now the Roku app. That's the Gary Stein and Stevens Show. Check us out, America.
That's right. The Gary Stein and Stevens Show is on the road here where Troy lives here in Minnesota. I haven't been to Target Field, Troy, ever. This is my first Twins game, so I'm really excited about today. But a very special Gary Stein and Stevens Show coming to you from the Twin Cities. I've got to be in town for some amazing things this weekend. But Troy, man, this field is impressive.
Yeah, this is a beautiful ballpark. Right downtown. You can't ask for anything better for baseball today.
And the Twins are, only 5 games behind the Guardians as of when this show was taped. So they're still in the hunt for a wild card. The season's not over. They've had some injuries, but they've got some guys coming back, and the pitching staff isn't too bad.
Yeah, 5 games out right now. We still got a lot of baseball left. They're a pretty streaky team. They wins 10 in a row and lose 6 in a row. So they got to get more consistent, and I think by the end of the season they'll be right in the hunt.
And it's amazing to be in this ballpark. As I said, I was here in Minnesota during the World Series years of 87 and 91, and I know all the legends here. Puck and Herbeck and Gaetti, got to know those guys. It's so surreal to see the statues and things outside of this ballpark of the history, because the outside world doesn't know how amazing this team has been over the years.
Yeah, like I said, 2 World Series in 4 years and haven't had one in about 30-some years. So this, like I said, this state is longing for a championship, whether it's the Twins, the Wild, the Vikings, I don't know if that'll ever happen, Dave, or the Timberwolves, who had the best season in probably their franchise history. So, yeah, a lot of great history here. Like I said, coming down the elevator, we ran into Dan Gladden. So, Tony O's walking around. We got all kinds of Twins legends just around town here.
And speaking of legends, this week it was a tragedy in the world of baseball and the world as legendary all-star, superstar, probably the greatest player depending on who you talk to. Willie Mays passed away. And Troy, we had a chance to talk to a few people to get their thoughts about Willie Mays. What are your memories of the Say Hey Kid?
You can't say his name without saying the catch, right, Dave? That was remarkable. And I think it was Sandy Koufax or one of those famous pitchers said they assumed Willie was going to make the catch. They didn't think it was that hard. So, I think that's probably the greatest catch in MLB history.
Yeah, and Willie said that wasn't even his 10th best catch because obviously they weren't filming all the games. It was a World Series. But we had a chance to get a few people's opinions on the late, great Willie Mays, which really shocked the baseball world.
Obviously an impact that goes beyond just what he did on the field. So I think I'm glad to see everyone around the league honoring him and honoring his legacy. And I think he's probably would be happy to know that he's being remembered as more than just a ball player, but someone who changed the trajectory of baseball in many ways.
Just the way he played the game, you hear a lot of stories. When you say Willie Mays, you think about that catch he made in center field over his head and throwing the ball in. And you just hear what type of guy he was and how he mentored a lot of people in the game.
There's a whole generation that doesn't even know Willie, but what are your memories of Willie Mays and what he brought to baseball?
Well, he's on every highlight that you look at. When you go back into those black and white films, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle. But look, Jackie Robinson certainly deservedly gets a lot of notoriety. Willie's probably right there with him. And, just they always talk about the catch, but when over the last 24 hours to see the MVPs, the All-Star games, and then kind of the person that he was after playing and the presence that he had in San Francisco and throughout all of Major League Baseball, we've certainly lost a great one, but we also cherish everything that he brought to our game.
I have somewhat of an idea what Willie Mays brought to the game, what he did on the field, off the field, and I have tons of respect for him and, what a huge contribution he gave to this game. Yeah, once-in-a-lifetime player, so it's truly an honor to be able to step on the same fields that he has, and, my condolences to his family, and he'll be looking over us in baseball heaven.
He meant everything. I grew up in Chicago, and so you're talking Ernie Banks and Billy Williams, a couple of Hall of Fame players, and, when Willie Mays and the Giants would come to town, I found a way, even as a small child, to get over to Wrigley. And what a dynamic player. That the charisma and the thing that he brought to baseball was just unique. And it's terrible that we've lost him, and we're certainly going to miss him. But I mean, a 24-time All-Star and 660 home runs. The Say kid, who can forget that catch in the Polo Grounds over his shoulder. He's just an impactful person that brought millions to the game of baseball because they love the passion that he played with on a consistent basis.
Great memories. Maybe one of the original 5-tool players, somebody that could hit for average, hit with power. He could run, he could throw. Just an overall unbelievable player. But I also have a memory. I had to look it up. I had to talk to my people. But on August 9th, 1971, the San Francisco Giants came through Metropolitan Stadium and played an exhibition game against the Minnesota Twins. And my family was there. I was there as a young 13-year-old. And prior to the game, Willie Mays and Harmon Killebrew squared off in a home run hitting contest. And it's something that I have remembered to this very day and something I'll never forget.
And that's a look from the baseball world here at Target Field. I mean, what a tragedy, but Willie lived a long, glorious life and touched so many people. Tony O was telling me stories about him yesterday of playing against him in the All-Star game, and he said that was the greatest baseball player you ever seen, Dave.
Hey, living in 93, that's not too bad. And, he was actually supposed to be in Birmingham, Alabama. They're having a big celebration for the history of the Negro Leagues, and Willie played there. I think he grew up there. And he gave a message to Dusty Baker a day before he died because he knew he wasn't going to make it, and it just told him it's okay to move on, and he had such a great life, and he did. And, walking around this stadium, I was reflecting when I saw Kirby Puckett, who reminded me of what the Say Hey Kid was all about. That smile, always having fun, really brought a lot to the ballpark. And again, tragically, Puck died so early. I mean, what are your memories of Puck and what he brought to the Minnesota Twins?
I mean, we got 2 World Series championships because of him. He was a major reason. I mean, but his, like you said, Dave, his smile, he brought up to the room. I mean, everybody loved him. He was a great person as well as a ball player. And just a sad situation how, what happened and how tragically he passed away.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we are going to continue this show coming to you from in person, which is great for Troy and I to be together. I don't know where the heck Will is.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
But coming up, I'll show you what happened in Hartford last weekend as we put on an amazing camp with the Hartford Yard Goats and the Play Ball Initiative with Major League Baseball. We'll have more for you coming from Target Field as we throw it a break. You're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens. You're Geary, right?
Geary.
I'm Stevens.
Yeah.
We don't know where Will is.
Will's lost.
All right, stay with us. All right, here we are at this amazing Ditka and Jaws Cigars with the stars and our friends at La Fratellanza.
Yeah.
Have given us these amazing cigars. We had a box and they're gone. Everybody here has been coming up and they say this is one of the best cigars. It's not even supposed to be here, and now they're going crazy.
Gamers, Rod Jaworski, Brian Urlacher, Warren Sapp. Everybody loves these cigars. So if you go to LaFratellanzaCigars.com, use the code GS20, you get 20% off of one of their boxes. I mean, these things, like I said, we put them down and they were gone in seconds. Everybody loves them. I mean, this is a great event, too.
I know, but holy cow, and I haven't smoked one yet. I haven't even gotten to taste it. They're just out of the Dominican Republic. They've just released them, and again, it's a labor of love for these guys that put this together. So I'm excited to have them be a part of the Super Bowl, and in fact, they were the biggest hit here, and I wish we had more boxes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they just started producing these things, and they cannot keep them produced fast enough around the shelf. They're just keep going out. But they're ramping up production, so they're going to be everywhere soon. So get yours today. Go to their website, LaFratellanzaCigars.com. Use the code GSS20 for 20% off a great box of 10 cigars.
All right, let's go find Jaws and light this baby up.
I'm excited to light it.
It's about time I found a shirt that fits my frame.
I love the fit. It's definitely a little looser here than my other shirts. Kind of makes me feel a little more buff,
You seeing this? I'm 6'5". I can't do this with other shirts.
I feel like I'm getting a designer shirt for a fraction of the price. It fits the way you want, everywhere you want. And I look pretty dang good too, don't I?
Hi, everybody. Dave Stevens from the Gary Stein and Stevens Show. And, you know, Troy and I are on the road all the time covering games, doing things, my motivational speaking. But I have connected with LifeWave, which has really changed my life. And it's an amazing patch that not only helps me to live my life, it keeps me very active. Tammy Wellman is joining me. And now, Tammy, you put these patches on me. It is a stem cell regeneration plan. But tell us a little bit more how it works.
Yeah, so these patches are amazing. They're wearable wellness. They're non-transdermal patches. Nothing goes in your body. Your body gives off light. They capture it and they activate your body's own repair system. Your body goes to work to heal things that are in need of healing. Pain reduction, things like that.
It gave me an opportunity to play in the Celebrity Softball Classic. This video of my base hit, I wouldn't have done it without these patches. So please, if you want to know more about this product, go to patchit.life. LifeWave, it's changing my life. Welcome back to the Gary Stein and Stevens Show, and we are now at CHS Field. No, do not adjust your television monitors. We have moved from the Twins game where we were earlier to now the Saints game, where tonight it's so weird. I'm going to be honored for my time with the Saints in '96. Yeah, of course, you know the story. I played baseball for the Saints without legs, pinch hit for Darryl Strawberry, started games, blah, blah, blah. But we're here to have fun, right, tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be a great night. When you told me you were gonna come into town, they were gonna honor you. You know, I couldn't miss it. So, and we even got a special guest. I think that's going to join us here in a minute too. Is actually here as well.
Yeah, you talk about special. Hey, Will, come on in here for a second. It wouldn't be a Gary Stein and Stevens show if we didn't have Mr. Stein here. So, Will, what are your thoughts about what's going on tonight?
It's an unbelievable night to see Dave getting honored. The professor himself is giving us the history of what it was like to play for the St. Paul Saints when he came on in 1996, seeing how he inspired so many up-and-coming athletes and showing what it's like with the possibilities to play through sports even if you're handicapped.
Wow. Are you trying to get a raise?
No, well, I would like a raise. It would be nice so that I don't have to work my current job all the time, so I can do this stuff all the time, but...
Yeah, well, but we probably need to get paid first too, right? So, you know, right. But it's a great night here. It didn't start out well for us as we were at the Twins game earlier today. The Twins took a tough one, came back, fell a little short. But it's got to be the first time I've ever been to a major league game and then a minor league game in the same day.
Yeah, I've never accomplished that doubleheader, so now we can cross that off our list. Major league game first and a minor league game. I don't think anybody's ever done that way, but it was great. And like I said, Will took a break from golf and to join us, so I'm glad he's here tonight.
Yeah, you're not in trouble at work?
No, I'm not in trouble at work, but a doubleheader for me is usually at the golf course playing 36 holes instead of 18.
Oh, that's all right. I come into it, I always have a handicap. I'm 3 under, so but bump. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing night tonight. I feel so weird saying it, but I'm going to be honored tonight. They have a ceremony that's coming out. I'm going to throw out a first pitch, and that'll be another show for you guys to see tomorrow. But just an amazing experience for me. And we walked into the press box, and what did we see in the press box?
Yeah, we saw a picture of you in your uniform back at that 1996. That picture of you at bat. It was great to see. You know, we walked right in there, and there it was. It was something else.
And I'd say so many great memories, but I've never been at this field, so it's really great. For those old Saint fans, when you were at Midway Stadium, you had to fight the rats in those high school-type locker rooms and everything. It was that itself was an experience, but it's so amazing to be here tonight. It doesn't look like it's going to rain, so but what we talk about is what we do is to inspire and motivate, and what I try to do is to show people that anybody has that opportunity to do something in life if they work hard enough. Just like last weekend where we put on a camp with the Hartford Yard Goats, the AA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies. An amazing day. It's an initiative with Major League Baseball to play ball, and it gave those kids with seen and unseen disabilities a chance to just be kids and play baseball for a day. Well, it was a beautiful day here at Dunkin' Donuts Park as the Hartford Yard Goats hosted yet another play ball weekend for those with seen and unseen disabilities. And, of course, a special thanks to the Miracle League of Connecticut. Another great day where the campers, participants, Yard Goats, and even Chompers got involved on this special day.
This is amazing. We've come here watching the game before, but seeing them on the field here with all these volunteers and the folks here, this is just amazing.
It's incredible to let the kids come out here, be on the Duncan Park field, get to play with other players. They feel normal. They feel like baseball players. They don't know they have disabilities today. They're just having a real good time with a lot of their peers.
It's really pretty great to see everybody come together, the families and the kids, but also the players and all of the administrators that feel like it's important for everybody to have an opportunity to play ball. So, whoops, dropped your water. Can you say good morning, Madison?
It's awesome. It's good to see the kids out here having a good time. It's good for us, and it's good for them. Nice swing. We're all just having a good time. I mean, we got kids out here who are blind, and baseball is just based off hearing it. So, I mean, it's definitely eye-opening to see what other people are going through and to be thankful for the abilities that we have.
Well, I absolutely had to come out here today, Dave. This is incredible. I would not have missed it. Seeing all these kids out here playing baseball, having fun, learning skills. I'm honored to be a part of it, and I'm glad that Easter Seals can be represented here. And I've got some of my staff here and their families, and we're all just having a great time seeing everything that you've put together here.
Yeah, I think it just gives them and gives us so much appreciation just for all the support and love that we have here, and just that they can play in a game like this, and it really just feels normal for them.
I think it's awesome for the kids to feel seen and one to be seen. I mean, it's awesome to have them out here having a good time and for us to get to experience what it's like to be with them. So I think it's great for everybody.
So such an amazing day here with the Yard Goats at Duncan Park. We had the players, we had volunteers, and of course we had the campers. A beautiful day. We can't thank enough people, but it was an opportunity to... I'm Dave Stevens with the Yard Goats. Thank you so much. All right. So another amazing camp. I mean, Will, what are your thoughts on that camp?
It's just really inspiring to see what those kids can accomplish when they know that something is possible.
Yeah, that's right. And I think, parents know what it's like if you hold your kids back. You've got to let them go out there and fail, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, seeing their smiles on their faces, that, just for going out and throwing the ball and catching the ball and being a part of that was great to see.
Yeah. Well, we're going to show you more about our big night tonight. I'm so excited. So make sure you tune in to see my first pitch. If I throw a strike, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got a rotator cuff, but it's been a great day, and we got a lot coming up this week for other shows, right? Yeah?
I think your pitch will be better than Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy, who I heard chunked one in the ground the other night.
Oh, yeah. Check out this video of his pitch from the other night.
It wasn't good. I hope he doesn't throw like that, right, Will?
Hopefully, when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings, it'll be a good season for us. I look forward to the quarterback competition between Sam and JJ, and we'll see what happens when the season goes along.
They're already making fun of him for his arm. But we've also got the son of a former huge name in football, Ricky Prohl, his son.
Yeah, Blake Prohl, who played for the Vikings for a short time, practice squad and in and off the team. And also was just on American Idol, top 20. He's in town, so we're going to be talking to him. I know a lot of Minnesota people love this guy. He's kind of good looking, apparently, so I think the ladies have a good liking to him. So we'll see what happens. I hope he doesn't make us look bad.
Yeah, he will if he's good looking. You got 3 ugly mugs right here. But so make sure you follow us on all social media platforms, Your Home TV on Roku, and again on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all those things. And we thank you for your support. We wouldn't be as successful and at these amazing locations. So for Troy, for me, and for
Will,
that's a wrap. Continue to follow us on all social media platforms. We'll see you later.
Thank you for tuning in to the Gary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Follow us on social media. Watch us on yourhometv.com, or now we're on Roku. Download it and watch us. And thanks for tuning in. Until next time, America.